Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is you and your health again. Please, before we go further, can you please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below? You are appreciated. Thank you. Today, we are going to talk about sleep. Sleep is very, very crucial for us to maintain optimum health. Sleep is a natural reoccurring state of mind and body that is characterized by altered consciousness. It also affects our sensory activity and almost all the voluntary muscles with reduced interaction of our surroundings. That is, when we have a solid deep sleep, we may not even know what is happening in our surroundings. We may not even know who and who is talking or is in the room with us. That is when you have quality sleep. So, sleep is a time when our body repairs and restores itself. So, when we sleep too little on a continual basis, we are going to have problem with our health. There is a lot of benefit when we have quality sleep. Normally, adult is supposed to sleep between 7 to 8 hours. Newborn babies between 16 to 18 hours. Preschool children needs to sleep between 12 hours. School children and teenagers will sleep for between 9 to 10 hours. So you parents that are taking your 1 year, 2 years old to school, and you wake them up by 4 a.m., 5 a.m., despite that they sleep or they slept late, please, you are not doing them any good. You need to see what you can do so that these children can have enough sleep. Even you adults, it is important. There is a lot of benefit to quality sleep. It will boost our immune system, make our immune system to be stronger. It will help our memory and help us to recall. It gives us it helps us to take better decisions. If you don't sleep well, you can't coordinate. You will be everything will irritate you when you get to work because you have not have quality sleep. You may go into depression, anxiety. When we have good quality sleep, it helps us to focus more on positive things than negative things. It aids our creativity. Students, there is no need for you to be drinking coffee so that you don't sleep. You want to read. You can plan your life in a way that you don't leave your studies until exam time. Some students, by the time they refuse to have enough sleep, they deprive themselves of good quality sleep, they get to exam hall, they will forget all what they've learned because the body is not stone. It is good to plan ahead so that we can reap the benefit. Sleep is very, very powerful. It is nature make. It is a natural thing for us. It is a nature thing it is a natural thing or law of nature that God has put in place for the body to repair itself, to remove toxins from the body, to remove fog from the brain, so that we will be afresh. We'll be renewed in our mind when we wake up. Long time lack of sleep can result into mood disorder. Chronic sleep debt can lead to depression, can lead to mental problem, can lead to anxiety that may be difficult to control. If you don't sleep, if you deprive yourself of sleep at home, you will go and pay for that sleep in the hospital. And I'm sure nobody wants to do that. When we don't sleep for a prolonged period, sickness will set in. Our body will not be able to be strong enough, have strong immunity enough to put a barrier between us and infection. And when that infection sets in, what will happen? The body cannot ease itself on time. Studies has even shown that people that sleep less than 7 hours may be at risk of developing diabetes, infertility. Sleep disruption can reduce the secretion of reproductive hormone, resulting in trouble of getting pregnant. When you don't sleep on a regular basis, you tend to gain weight. You'll be obese, because when you don't sleep, you will eat. You tend to eat, chewing something. Men and women who don't get quality sleep have decreased sex drive, low libido. Another effect of lack of sleep is associated with increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, toxins circulating in the system, and eventually this can lead to stroke and death. Even in UK, they are advocating now for people, the doctors, the nurses, people that do night shift, to at least be getting some hours sleep during the time of their shift, so that they are able to coordinate well, they are able to make the right decision concerning the patient. Even some of them have been advised that after the shift, those people, especially those people that drive, they should not just go behind the wheel. They should sleep or look for someone to drive them home, because a lot of accidents have been recorded as a result of this. Because before you know, you just lose consciousness and sleep, find yourself in the dish. Also, another thing with Africa is that people that are doing shift, they are going to night shift, after getting home, they will go for VG again. Regular VG can result in damaged health. I don't say don't go for VG, but you must know yourself. Listen to your body language. When you start palpating, don't tell yourself, when I get to church, I will rest. You can't rest in the church. I just need to go and pray. What is driving you? You are the temple of God. God resides in you. You don't have to go to a building before God can answer your prayer. And this notion that you need to pray at a particular time of night, that is where witches and wizards gather together. Why focusing on them? Focus on Christ, the author and finishers of your faith. Upgrade Christ in your life. What God needs from you is personal relationship. Our Father that is in heaven. Close the door to distractions, not the door of your house, but the door of your mind. All this, what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to drink. Close the door unto them and go into closet with God. Talk to him. Live daily with God. Be God consciousness. Be God conscious in everything you do. In your place of work, you are serving God. When you go to work and you work diligently. When you go to school, you focus on what you are doing. You do everything for his glory. That is when you are serving God. It is not when you go inside that building. It is not when you go for night vigil and they give you broom that you should come out. You should be you should be whipping Satan. Who tells you that you can whip? You can beat Satan? You should be beating it. No. God needs you to love him. That fellowship that was lost at the Garden of Eden has been returned together by Jesus Christ. We need to have personal relationship with him. God can listen to you at any time, at any point in time, at any minute. You just have to talk to him. You don't go to God because of what you want to eat, what you want to develop relationship. If you have a friend, it's every time you see that friend, you are asking for money, you are asking for food. That is not your friend. That is just your ATM. Some of us have turned God to ATM. Also, people, when you go, you that are doing shift, when you go for night shift, when you get to, make sure you sleep. Create an environment in your room. Make it dark so that the body can think that, oh, it is night. You can be able to sleep. You need your sleep to sustain your health. And when you are sleeping, I beg you, please, don't block those people that are always on YouTube, on Facebook, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Block them. In the morning, unblock them. Remove your phone from you. Set your alarm 5 minutes earlier so that when your alarm sound, you don't need to jump out of bed. It's not good. Be at peace with yourself. Meditate. Be meditating. After 5 minutes, your body will have rested. Come out of that unconsciousness very well and you can get up. And when you are going to toilet, when you are sleeping, some people, when they go to toilet, they will not be able to sleep again. What I do, close your eyes gently, go to get to the toilet or use whatever you want to use to wee and go back to bed. When you are using the toilet, what I do, and it has helped me a lot, be taking a deep breath. Why are you doing that? You want to remove any thought that may come in, because it is easier for you to start having different thoughts, because you will see this, you will see that. You want to remove that thought. You don't want the thought. Once you have thought, you can't sleep again. So you quickly jump back to your bed and you sleep. So another thing is that don't encourage phone near you. Some people are always very afraid. When you receive sudden call in the middle of the night, don't jump out of bed. Some people have died as a result. Don't jump out of bed. That's why take away your phone from you. In the morning, you will settle everything. Remember, living a life of responsibility is your responsibility. You must live a life that you want. You, an individual, you know what you want. Nobody will dictate your life for you. Encourage yourself to sleep at a particular time if you can do that. If not, make sure you have at least 7 hours to 8 hours a day. If you deprive yourself on regular basis of sleep, it can lead to stroke. And you know the meaning of stroke. They will carry you to toilet, carry you to do this, carry you to do that. You will not like it. If you don't sleep now in your home, you go and pay to sleep in the hospital. So it is your duty to live a life of responsibility. A life of responsibility is a life of optimal health. Whatever you know that can cause or increase your chances of getting sick, run away from it. God bless you. Do what we've discussed from episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. No matter your supplement, if you don't eat well, if you don't exercise, if you don't sleep well, all is a waste of time and waste of money. Bless you. Thank you.